a global perspective on aging, trends, challenges, and strengths. Good afternoon. Thank you for the opportunity to present today. My goal is to provide a brief but comprehensive overview of aging in society, focusing on global cultural context before dividing into some specific strategies and opportunities within Western society. We'll start by exploring different cultural perspectives on aging, then compare historical and modern treatments of elders. From there, we'll use a societal sociological lens to analyze three significant trends impacting older adults today. Finally, we'll shift to a strength based approach to discuss actionable strategies for improving the well being of elders and their families. In many non Western cultures, particularly in East Asia, Latin America, and African nations, aging is often seen as a mark of honor and wisdom. Elders are not just respected, they are revered. Perspective is deeply embedded in cultural values and social structures. The extended family unit is the cornerstone of society, and older adults typically remain at the center of family life. They play a vital role in raising grandchildren, passing down traditions, and offering guidance. This ensures they are not only cared for, but they continue to feel a sense of purpose and belonging. Conversely, many Western societies, like the United States and parts of Europe, tend to place a high value on youth, independence, and individual achievement. This can often lead to a cultural disconnect where aging is devalued or even feared. The dominant family model is the nuclear family, which means older adults are often separated geographically and socially from their children and grandchildren. This can contribute to feelings of isolation and loneliness. Historically, particularly in agrarian societies, elders were the pillars of the family and community. Their physical labor and accumulated knowledge, from farming techniques to medicinal remedies, made them indispensable economic assets. They were the primary decision makers, and their authority was rarely questioned. The 21st century has seen a dramatic shift. Advances in healthcare and technology have extended lifespans, but this has also created a new social reality. Elders are now more often seen as economically dependent, and their traditional roles as wisdom keepers and family leaders have been eroded. C. Wright Mills' concept of the sociological imagination is a powerful tool for us to understand the realities of aging. It challenges us to look beyond individual troubles and see the larger issues at play in society. For instance, if an older adult feels isolated and lonely, we simply shouldn't blame it on their personal circumstances. The sociological imagination helps us see that personal trouble is connected to broader societal shifts, such as the rise of smaller nuclear families and a loss of close knit communities. One of the most pressing social realities facing older adults in Western societies is a social isolation and its resulting loneliness. As highlighted on the slide, the effects of the profound impacting both mental and physical health. The physical risks, such as an increased risk for heart disease and stroke, are often as significant as the mental health effects. This is not just a personal matter of having fewer friends. It's a public health crisis driven by a shift away from intergenerational living and the breakdown of community structures. So, how can we use a strength based approach to address these challenges? Instead of focusing on what older adults have lost, this model focuses on their inherent strengths and contributions. For instance, to combat loneliness, we can empower elders to become family historians. Their personal stories, traditions, and memories are invaluable. By having them lead storytelling sessions or digitizing family photos, we give them a vital role. This doesn't just benefit them, it enriches the entire family, creating a shared sense of identity and belonging. Another example of the strength-based approach involves leveraging an elder's existing skills and talents to combat challenges like cognitive decline. Instead of passively receiving care, an older adult who loves to cook can lead a cooking class for their grandchildren. This kind of activity provides a meaningful mental stimulation, reinforces their sense of expertise, and creates a legacy that will be cherished by the family. This approach recognizes that older adults are not just recipients of care, but have a wealth of knowledge to share. In conclusion, aging is a complex issue shaped by cultural norms and societal structures. We have moved from a historical model of reverence to a more individualistic, youth focused reality in Western society. However, by using a sociological imagination, we can see that challenges like social isolation and the digital divide are not just personal issues, but systemic problems we can address. I urge AGE to continue its vital work by focusing on these key areas: Fostering intergenerational connections, bridging the digital divide, and embracing a strength based approaches are not just good ideas, they are essential for creating a society where older adults can thrive.